Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey kiddos, welcome back to Dadcraft. It's me, Dad, hanging out with you. Imagine that. It's me, Dad, hanging out with you here. It's Friday morning, and we're doing our normal start of stream check-ins. Cool. That side of things looks good. Let's go check out the other side. Come on. Come on. We're getting there. We're getting there, kiddos. Alright. Almost. Almost. Let's listen here. Mic check 1 2. Sweet. Alright. Everything looks good. Sounds good. We are live across the board. Hopefully I have Moobot in line and behaving today. Let's do one other thing. I need to pay better attention to whatchamacallit. So I'm gonna try. That's all I can do is try to keep an eye on the chat. All right. Let's go ahead, grab this. Get into the game. Let's get back to it. All right, AFK again. Yeah, I was for a little bit. Sorry about that. Also, quick beard brush because feels good. There we go. All right, so we're back in Drac's Clubhouse, and it's Terracotta time, but we got to set some things up at the base. I want to get some food, and I want to make sure I am set and ready to rock for being away from the house for a good little bit. What happened in here? I think they said they set up... This is like very particly. They set up a season 2. There it is. All right, we're not going to season 2. We're going to the base. So let's go. All right, so we're at my base, aka my platform. Prototype, welcome. How you doing? Welcome in. All right, so we are at my platform, aka my base. Let's get things situated. What do we want it? Yeah, we'll stick it over here. All right, good. What are you up to? It's Friday. Hopefully you've got a fun weekend ahead of you. Actually, I don't know why I ducked down when I didn't really need to. All right, now I need to. So we'll do that, and that. Super duper. Come here, you. Sweet. All right, let's throw that in there. Let that bone meal up for a little bit. Throw that over there. See what we got inside here. Goodies from my moss mining adventure off stream. It's 11 p.m. Oh my goodness. It's bedtime, young lady. You ought to be getting to sleep. But also, don't let me tell you how to live your life. So, you do what you got to do. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. Flint can go in there.
You've been trolled. Have a nice day.
Aw, rip me. I've been trolled. Dang. How you doing, Susie? Thanks for the troll. I appreciate it. Keep me on my toes. Alright, let's get that stuff in there. The bone meal can go in here. Diamonds can go in here. Happy Friday indeed. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. I gotta make a redeem with that to be used only on Fridays. Of course. I don't want to use this up top. So what we'll do is we'll get a couple of these blocks. So how's your Friday going so far? Everything going okay? I want to fill this up first. And I think I'm only missing... I should only be missing the one. But watch me be wrong. Nope. We're good. Alright, so that is fully loaded now. Hopefully lava does its thing here faster because of it. If not, whatever. Let's throw that there. And I've got coal somewhere over here. Doot. Doot. Been playing Saints 4. Okay, Saints Row 4. How is it going? I can't say that I've ever played any of the Saints Row games. Is it like it's an FPS, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Or is it more like a GTA kind of thing? I don't know. I don't know these things. And prototype, I didn't... Oh, she can't hear. I don't think you can hear. You might be an ad in the ad break. But I hydrated. I did. Susie, you're my witness. Ooh, I didn't put those moss carpets in here. Bam, there we go. All right. It's good. It's more like a third-person shooter. Okay, cool. Okay. I can get down with that. I say that, but like, watch, I would play it and be like absolute trash. Ooh, I forgot about these. Technically I don't need to smelt them right now, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. Alright, so we are going to go... I'm going to do this just to take up less space in the inventory, but also we don't need... SG, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that. Mean old Twitch. Not notifying people. Alright, so terracotta, we're not going to need the hoe. So we can put the hoe in there. Drac, welcome, welcome. Alright, while we're waiting for that to smell, it's probably done. Let's see. I don't need to wait. Nope, we'll just grab these. We'll just grab these. And nope, I knew that was going to happen. What's going on, kiddos? How's everybody's Friday? How's everybody's Friday? All right, let's do repair. Confirm / repair. Do it. Thank you. All right. I did find out that for some reason you have to click on Dad's name to go to his page and then manually swap to notifications being enabled. Okay. That's a thing. I don't know. The Twitch is twitching, I guess. I'm in the dumb office and feel icky and want a nap, but otherwise, great, LOL. Taking Bean to our Girl Scout overnight this weekend. Aw, fun. Fun. Love that. And there's food. Food is also fun. Let's go. Speaking of food, I have crops upstairs that I should probably check on, because that's a whole other source of food too. So before we go terracotta-ing, we'll take care of that. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Itchy beard, itchy beard. Well, cool. I'm glad Bean's doing well. I hope Bean's doing well. Good enough to have a Girl Scout sleepover. So that's always nice. And you, besides feeling icky, everything okay? Susie, how are you? Rip that sheep. Ooh, cows. Hello. If you're in need of food, there's a chest labeled with food, and there should be gold. Ooh. Where would... Is this at your base? Or is this at spawn? Bean is still in massive trouble. I'm a chaperone. And it's weird for an adult to show it. Yeah. Yeah, I would fully agree with that. At any kid function, it's kind of weird for an adult to just show up. Sans kid. Not, that's not okay. It's just not okay. It gives weird vibes. And I'm sure that only the best of intentions are ever had. Cacti, let's go. But yeah, that's weird. Ooh, but cacti flower. Pretty. Don't want to ruin it. Alright, let's get these. And that'll be it. And then we can start a cactus farm at some point with that. Don't know where it's going to go, but we've got the means to make it start. It's at your base. Okay, cool. Well, I thought Bean maybe was having like not a behavioral acting out thing, but like maybe a health thing. I don't know. But glad she's okay. Glad you're okay. What are you using cacti farm for? Green dye. Green dye. And there we are. I was going to say getting out of here, but we made our way out. All right, let's go drop this off. Stop by Drac's base. Rip. Rip. Bean is definitely having more of a behavioral issue. I appreciate it. Of course, of course. And not to pry. You don't ever feel like you have to share more than you're ever absolutely willing. But glad everything is, for the, you know, for lack of a better term, everything's okay. Let's throw seeds in there. Let's throw that in there. Bop, bop. Coal? No. Yes. Alright, so we have 17. No, we have 18. Plus 7 is 26. Technically, we need more than 3. But, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Wood stuff. And I guess technically we're gonna have to use those. Okay. Sorry for the whispering. I wasn't trying to go for an ASMR feel. I'm just like thinking. Just thinking. Alright. Black wool can go in there. Campfire can go a key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, nothing is spawning yet up on the platform. Fantastic. I say that and then things start spawning. I occasionally do that. Schematic placement. Oh, that's because I have Lightmatica on. You guys probably can't see because my face cam is in the way. I don't want to do that yet. With my creative world stuff, though, I do. But that's for Halloween. What are you broing, Wolf? And yes, ASMR with Dadcraft. Bro-tato. Yeah, sometimes life is worth a bruh. I'll give you that. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. So, I had a little bit of a revelation. In my Skybase playthrough, I had a whole lot of like wheat that I would just like harvest, plant, and then all the seeds were going into the bone mealifier over there. And that helped me out a lot. But I think with this playthrough, we are doing... I'm probably going to mix up... I said I was going to do bone blocks, but I'm probably going to sub that with like white terracotta. Or like intersperse the two, so it's not like one solid texture. There's a little variation. I think that will look good. I don't really know though. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try. Well, I don't really try, it just kind of happens. So, let me not say that I try. You did radio for a few years. Same. Actually, I kind of still do. Automod, what are we talking about here? Automod held it for misogyny? Lies. Allow. It thinks that you're being misogynistic. But I know better. I know better, Wolf. You're okay. Use a hoe to harvest, it'll auto plant seeds. Do the bone and terracotta for the texture. We'll do that. I will. You can also right click with an empty hand. Okay. So if I do... Oh, but I gotta have like this. Oh, but I'm on... Hold on, let me grab the mouse. Right click. Nada. Okay. I'm doing it wrong. Don't pay me any mind. I'm doing it wrong. I'm Minecrafting wrong. On a Oh, okay. See, I told you I was Minecrafting wrong. Alright, let's go drop these. Actually, no. No, let's not do that. Let's get our hoe. Yeah, but see, I don't know these things. I'm just an old man. I'm an old dog, and y'all are trying to teach me new tricks. So, bear with me, please. Bear with me, please. Alright, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. So here. I did, but not completely, so in a way, yes. Sorry. Wolf is older and he wrote these tricks. I won't argue anyone if they want to have an older competition. That's fine. I'm happy to give up the title and not be the oldest person in the room. Oh, it's just how I set up a field. So one water block will saturate up to 4 blocks away from it. Yeah, so 4 blocks in any direction will take, or will be hydrated based on that. So if I go 4 blocks in diagonally, hit this, then I can do a solid X all the way, or a solid square. Oh. Well, now you have. Now you get to see how now you get to see how my brain works. Or a little bit more of how my brain works. It's not always fun, it's not always pleasant, but sometimes it gets the job done. I just go in straight horizontal. Yeah. And I don't knock anybody for doing it. You Minecraft how you Minecraft. Alright, I think I have a fence post in here. Let's get to cooking. Ow! Ow, hurt. Yes, only need one. Only need. Sorry, I channel my inner Buford Mad Dog Tannen sometimes. If you ever see X's in my builds, it's where I marked corners and was too lazy to replace the frame. It's how I guarantee a one block center. I dig it. I dig it. Alright, let's go over here, get our food. Don't know. Fire bad. Alright, let's put some stuff away. Wood goes in here. No, not food. Wood. Thank you. Oh, we can go plant those carrots. Put this back here. Sticks can also go in here. You can place blocks over top of your campfire and it'll keep you from running on... Ooh. Do I need to crouch or just... Nope. Silly old man. Alright. Let's try this again. Neat. Neat. I love it. I love it. Alright. Mutton. Usually do carpet so I can pick them up from the top. Okay, cool. Cool. See, I'm learning new stuff every day. Every day's a school day. Feathers. I don't know. Oh, you guys are in here. Excellent. Cooked chicken. That chicken is cooked, fam. For real, for real. This can stay here. We can go plant this. I just use smokers. I don't think I've ever cooked on a campfire. I'll use a smoker. I have one, but like I don't want to use my coal for it. I was waiting for this to like fill up. But yes, campfires equals free fuel, especially early game. So I'm all for it. Alright, I'll put those there. Let's go plant some more carrots. I just use regular furnaces so I can run hoppers and throw everything in the chest and know it's done. I dig that too. I dig that too. Alright, so those are potatoes. These are carrots. And these are also carrots. And let's finish this. Sweets, okay. Carrots, let's go put these. Burn some planks. Charcoal is just as good too. Probably makes it taste better too. Probably. Probably. Alright. Carrots can go in there. Alright, I think this might be the last bit of base work that we need. And then we'll swing by Dracs. And then we'll swing by Wolves. And then we'll go to the Badlands. The Naughty Lands. Adori on YouTube. Hey man. Sorry if you've been sitting there for a minute. I didn't see you. How you doing? Okay. Chat got on me, Drac chat got on me about this. I'm gonna ask you. You said apple juice, so you just made me think of like, not that long ago, I threw a bunch of like, I forget what they were, like some kind of red apple, like 2 bags of them into a juicer, and I made fresh apple juice, and it was fantastic. What is? They should do a mesquite tree in Minecraft. That would be yummy. What's your favorite juice? I already told chat what mine was, and I got roasted for it, so. But if you don't know or you weren't here, I'm happy to tell you again. But yes, apple juice is quite delicious. Freshly juiced Honeycrisp. That's what it was. It was Honeycrisp apples. Yes, I juiced them. I had a whole like 64 ounce jug full of it. It was fantastic. I can't do fruit juice because of the beetus. Oh no! Can you do like carrot juice or beet juice? Oh, you gotta try it. White grape or purple grape, also very delicious. Apple with diabetes TLC. No, Honeycrisp apple is like it's a type of a red apple, but it's typically sweeter than like, I think Empire apples or what's the other one? I mean, there's several. There's Fuji. There's several different kinds of red apple, and Honeycrisp is like a sweeter red. And it's really, it's really good. I also made fresh apple juice with green apples, and that was amazing. All right, rain is done, food is done. Let's go to Drac. So, spawn. But yes, I mentioned it before. You guys got multiple types of apple outside of red and green. Yeah, there's red, well, there's green, and then there's like 7 different kinds of red apples. And then there's golden apples. Golden apples I have not juiced yet, but I would imagine they're fantastic. If you dry the pulp after juicing, you can give or sell it to local insect owners and breeders, and it helps with their diet diversity. Interesting. I was just using the pulp in like, I won't call it my garden, but like my lawn, just to like throw it out there and help it like get some nutrients from it. But my favorite type of juice so far has to be watermelon. And I know everybody hears watermelon and goes, ew. Or like, what? But like, watermelon is legit. It is so fire. Why are you the way that you are, sir? What kind of egg are you holding on to? What is this? A brown egg? Interesting. Artificial watermelon is gross, but fresh watermelon if you run it through... Yeah, no. Yeah, like actual, like a full, like, watermelon? Yes. No, I go to the farmer's market and buy a watermelon and like cut it up and throw it in a juicer, and it is ridiculous. All right, I think this is your house over here. Yes, but it's not there. Is it gonna be in these things? Food and farming. Golden. A full stack. Are you sure? Can I give you something for it? Do you want something? Está aquí. So yeah, if you want something for it, like I said, I'm happy to give you something for it. You don't have to do that. And no, I don't want to make... Okay, cool. You want to twist my arm. And also, Jace, to know, down here, you don't want to make the bugs too happy. Because then they like to help themselves into your home, and that's like not a good time. There's 2 stacks. There's this one here. My villagers give me 3 carrots for an emerald. Just take them. Okay, cool. Done. Done and done. Ooh, hello. Alright, we need to go back home. So, spawn. Why not? S-P-A-W-N, thank you. What did I type before? It won't show me. Interesting. Okay. Alright, run back home. And then we're heading off to Wolf's neck of the woods. But Wolf, carrot juice, fantastic. Beet juice, amazing. I know you can't mix it with fruits because the diabetes, but I mix beet juice with just about. Oh yeah, yeah. S bracket AWN will cause that to happen. Are those villagers' basic human rights being met out of curiosity? That's a good question for Drac. That's a good question for Drac. I cannot speak to that. Alright, what kind of terracotta do I have in here? Orange, gravel. Alright, so I may or may not have enough orange terracotta. We're gonna go get some orange, some brown, some black if it exists, and white. So I've got a lot of terracotta to collect. We will eat this. What shame? What shame? There's no shame in Minecraft. Alright, so again, the hoe can stay here. I shouldn't need the shovel, but I'll keep it on my person anyway. Oh, excuse me. Also, if anyone here is old enough to remember, like, the OG Sonic the Hedgehog soundtracks, tell me that this song doesn't have some of that, like, Sonic guitar in there. I think it every time I hear this song. And I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fantastic. I prefer when my villagers aren't seized by the government. I prefer being the government and seizing my villagers. And the means of production. No, I don't. But I do like stealing my villagers and locking them up so I can do what I want with them. Remember, you can do /EC. What is EC? EC. I have, like, my own handy-dandy ender chest without having an ender chest? That's so cool. Alright. Neat. Neat. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Let's do spawn again. And not S bracket AWN. Let's go bother Wolf for a moment. I looked at Wolf. Where was Wolf? Wolf was here. Yes. In the words of the lusciously immaculate DJ Khaled, you the best. Also, gotta do my check-in. Yep, I knew I had to do my check-in. Hold on. Hold on. I'm slipping, guys. I'm slipping. Alright, before we go anywhere, villagers, fretboard, welcome, happy Friday. And Wolf sees me. De donde eres? And also cave, interesting. We might have to come back for that at some point. That sounds like a human rights violation. Ah, Wolf's in the castle up the hill. Alright, alright. Well, hold on. Fret, you're just in time to watch me gush over my fiance. So, welcome in just in time for that. Dude, for real? Seriously? If I could just, like, pop hard eyes, like the cardboard hard eyes right here. Or, like, Ooh, construction paper hard eyes, just right here. Mmm. And dinner plans are I do. I gotta make an effect that like you guys can trigger when I text her back, or like, because she always sends me a picture in the morning and I didn't send one back. That's not nice. But I gotta like trigger one that has like goes like all pink and has like little floaty hearts and stuff. Not like this IRL, just with the ones and zeros. Aw. It's all good. It's all good. You're allowed to be like that in real life if you want to. We'll give her your guys' POV. There we go. All right. Did what we... Why do your dogs... Or a reminder to check her text, like the reminder to hydrate. Why do they sound like they're being beaten? Dude? That's... I know they're wolves, but like... Come on. They didn't do nothing. They don't like being leashed. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't like being leashed either. Alright, what color are you? You're just regular terracotta. But I think what we're going to do is get some regular terracotta as well. I know I'm going to need a little bit. Hey man, we're not, no. I understand that that's like a meta and that some big streamer person did that, but no, yeah. Does almost Mrs. Dadcraft know she's part of... Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I don't know if she watches. She said she did at some point, and I don't know if she still does. But I have told her that you all say hi, and she always gets a kick out of that and laughs and says, you know, tells me to tell you all that she says hi too, so. And then yellow, we are going to need several yellow. Not as much as the other ones, but in the pumpkin design that I'm doing, there are little specks of yellow, so we'll do that. And then white, obviously, for the skeletal part of the build, which I have not shared on the Discord. Really just trying to figure out how to make like a giant pumpkin, and I was trying to do like rounded ones, and I'm just not that smart when it comes to building in Minecraft, and they kept coming out looking awful. So I was like, you know what? We're just not gonna do that. We're just not gonna do that. All right, let's get our bed. Yellow. Dev, welcome, dude. How you doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday to you, sir. How goes your Friday? You are just in time to watch me dig up some terracotta. I know, exciting stuff. Cool, glad to hear it. Anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? Other than Drac chaperoning Girl Scout sleepover? Gonna try and finish wiring the new shop. Cool. Okay. I don't know if 2 stacks is gonna be enough. We'll go for 3. We'll do 3, just to be safe. make the boy assist you so you don't push your back. Yeah, watch out for your back, homie. As a chronic back pain enjoyer, yeah, watch your back. Speaking of which, let's sit up straight. There we go. It's my plan, though, when it comes to electrical. I usually don't let anyone else touch it, especially since it'll be me sitting in the... Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we're at 10 more. Uno más. There we go. All right. So we got those 3. So I said yellow. Orange is a big part of the build. But so is white. And I don't really see any other... If I ask how you accomplish the technical feat. Technical feat are right here. Sorry, there they are. There's one. No. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry, I had to go for the dad joke. So, live streaming to multiple platforms. One is bandwidth. Make sure you have enough to have 2 outgoing streams. One way you can get around that is using Restream.io. They will... You don't wear shoes when you stream. I do. I'm wearing shoes. They're run flats, but they're shoes. So Restream.io will stream to 2 platforms for free. It can be Twitch, YouTube, Kick. Also, Dev, I don't know if you are in ad hell, so I'll hold off until you get back. Oh, it's in 97. Oh, wait, no. That would imply that it's already there. So, I had a feeling that was the case. Is that white terracotta down there, or is that diorite? Looks like terracotta. Doot doot doot. Doot 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 doot. And this is where I dug up all the orange terracotta the other day. But yeah, I am wearing shoes, I promise you. The only time I might not be wearing shoes on stream is if it's a Saturday and I'm with my kids. And then we're just kind of like hanging out. All right, Dev's back just in time to hear me talking about shoes on stream. Awesome. All right, so Restream. How else is OnlyFeet's gonna get a good footage? Yeah, right. Ooh, yum. Love that. So Restream.io is... Aw, thanks, Dev. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's awesome. So Restream.io is certainly an option. And you only need to worry about having bandwidth for one output. The other option, and the option that I use, is called Atom Multistream. It's TUM Multistream. It's free. It's an OBS plugin, and all you need to do is plug in your stream keys to whichever platforms you want to stream to. And if Twitch is on your primary, then as long as you have your primary going, as long as your primary encoder is up and running, so like you're streaming to Twitch, anything else that rides on that same encoder can then go live as a secondary. Alternatively, you can break it up so it's using a different encoder. So like right now I'm using my graphics card as the encoder for both streams. So it only has to encode once. But I can use the CPU to do it if I really wanted to break it apart and get technical. But ATOM multi-stream. Okay, but how do you get YouTube to let you stream without camera? That I can't answer. I used to be able to... I can stream to YouTube without a camera. You should be able to, too. If that's just, like, people being picky and, like, whiny because you don't have a camera, then, you know, it's your stream. It's your stream, Home Skillet. You do it your way. And also, Stardust. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Happy Friday. You just set up the stream normally through OBS without the webcam source. Yeah. 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 However you stream to Twitch, you just set up an endpoint for YouTube. Excuse me, YouTube itself doesn't like me in general. I feel the same way. My YouTube is really just like a repository for VODs if I don't live stream stuff there as well. So, I don't know. I don't... The following is not as big over there, but that's fine. That is totally fine. Not harassment. You're accepted. You can tell by the way it is. So, is there a market for, like, dad feet on OnlyFeet? Because if there is, we're going to make it happen. I think there's a market for everything. I mean, you're not wrong. But, like, is there, though? Because that's also kind of weird. If there is. Your landlord, in fact, would in fact... My landlord would know? Ew. I hope not. I hope she's not buying feet pics. That's weird. That is not a visual I ever needed in my head. Is brain bleach a thing? And if so, where can I get it? Fight me. There's definitely a market for middle-aged bare feet. Just at, oh my god. Oh, you were talking to Wolf. Sorry, never mind. Never mind. Try to get John to let me put together an OF specifically just for people who enjoy being bullied. So I'd get paid to be mean to people. No wolves. I hear watch Dad Crafty TV for 15 minutes and you forget all your problems. Aw, aw, good. Good. Love that. But also I don't want to think about my landlord doing that, so thanks for putting that image in my head. Even if that wasn't the intent. Brain rot exists, but there's no brain bleach. Sadly, this is true. Alright, let's get down here. Although there's nothing under this other than cave, and I don't necessarily want to deal with that. No, there's got to be more somewhere else. And in fact, there is. So let's go up. You the best. You the best. Hmm. So this being part of the skeletal build, I don't know how much I'm gonna need. Because I haven't prototyped that out yet. But better to be safe and have some ready than none, right? Right. What is that? Is it just like Badlands noises? Maybe. Breaking terracotta. Alright, where are we at? We're at 5 plus stacks. Let's just make it 6. Ooh, hello, friend. How are you? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm not here for you. You're too cute. Scute? Yes. Cute's cute. Mm-hmm. Alright. Where are we at? Where are we at? This is just regular. No, that's red. We don't need red, I don't think. I know I need brown. Let's dig with the pickaxe, please. We are going to need plenty of brown. Dig, 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 dig. No, we don't need red. What is... It's just some random floaty bit. Okay. And snack time. Snack attack. So Dev, earlier we were talking about our favorite kinds of juice. What's yours? And same for you, Fred. Coffee? Okay. Acceptable. It's made from a bean. Speaking of, I feel like I need more. But I'm not going to make it right now. Coffee isn't a juice. Oh, Stardust, also you. Favorite juice. Favorite juice. Said hands down. Apple juice, Hawaiian punch. Ooh, Hawaiian punch. Yum. First, like, no caffeine at all? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? And also, who hurt you that you would do that? Let's put it this way. I don't have fancy equipment and a corner of my kitchen dedicated to orange juice. Okay. Okay. Anxiety, better sleep, possible. Oh. Really? Well, just in case, if it's not too preemptive, congrats. That's awesome. That's awesome. My doctor called me fat and said I'd do bad things to my body. Oh my god. Well, you tell that doctor to come find me and we're gonna fight. But also, like, congrats, that's awesome. Still babies. I miss when mine were little. I love getting all the notifications. Like, Facebook notifications or just like Google Photos notifications. It's like, on this day, 7 years ago, or however long, and it's just like old pictures of my babies when they were babies, and I'm like, oh, my babies. I would never remotely even think about stealing a baby, but if I did, I would bring it back. Just saying, I would bring it back, just to like steal it for a little bit and then like love on it, and then I'd bring it back. I'd bring it back unfettered. White terracotta is over there. Let's go get it. Without dying, though. And I know that there's some here, but... And I love how I'm, like, going like this. Like, I'm getting some kind of tactical advantage by looking like that. Babies are cute, but don't have an urge or instinct to be like, I want to... Yeah. No, it's, you know, different strokes, different folks. It's all good. Before I ever had kids, I was like, I'm never gonna have kids. Like, I always liked them. I always liked babies and thought they were cute, but like, I was like, I'm never gonna have kids. And then when I did, I was like, oh my, I'm gonna steal all the babies. I used to say that somebody needs to start like a baby rental service, so that anybody that is in that boat where they're like, oh, I want to steal a baby, they can just come and rent it, you know? And then you get to return it. You get all the joys of being a parent, but none of the actual responsibilities. Ooh, or have a baby set up as like a monthly subscription service. No, it'd be awful. Last more than 10 minutes though? Okay, I don't know. I mean, I've made it to 13 years with one, so, and I made it to 10 with the other, so, and we're still going. So I don't know. Maybe I might. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Who knows these things? All right. Where are we at? Regular terracotta. Let's get some of this, because not all brown. Some of it's just going to be regular, and there's tons of this out here, so let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm not saying that babies are, like, they're their own great thing, but, like, I certainly don't miss having to wake up at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning consistently because somebody had a poopy diaper or somebody was hungry, you know? Not a thing I miss. I mean, it was in the moment. It was, you know, it was both good and bad because then you're like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. But then at the same time, you look down at this, you know, small helpless human in your arms, and you're just like, oh, how could I be mad? Aw, love that. So, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Wolf. But that's really sweet, Drac. That's really nice. The joy of Tism kids. Aw. You love them just the same, or, you know. I'm sure it doesn't factor into how you feel for them or feel about them. Children are sweet. They also make me want to hide in a closet. Aww. That's adorable and terrifying all at the same time. Love them with all of my heart, but I really don't like them. I get it. I get it. I get it. Wait, where are we at with these now? We're on a whole other stack? Alright, that's fine. I feel a bit bad for my mother, my bro. Is with a gal that has 2 boys already, and I'm a single weirdo who probably doesn't want any of my own, so she's missing out on being a Chima. Aww. Aww. Alright, let's do this. Let me put 4 of these back, and we'll do another stack of regular terracotta. And then we'll move things over to the chest. I'm probably going to get more regular and just figure out how to dye it black, because I do need black. Need a fair amount of black. Also, it's nighttime. Let's take a nap. And take a drink. Take me a drink. There we go. Yeah, I'm not interested in having kids. That's like for people who know they'll be good parents and plan. Kids aren't for everyone, and there's people that shouldn't be. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. And I never once thought I was going to be a good dad. Like I said, I never thought I wanted to have kids until I had them. And then it was like, all that just got turned on its head. Doesn't matter whether my family is biological, they're still my family. Mom and dad make no distinction between my boy and my 3 girls. I've raised him since he was knee-high to a poop pile. Aww. Aww, that's really cute and really gross, and I love it. Speaking of poop piles, there are times when I miss changing diapers and times when I don't. You? No? You? Yes. Alright, let's put this stuff away. Alright, yellow, that really ought to be enough for that. Brown. Brown should be fine. Regular, we'll come back for regular if we need more. White, I don't know. I really don't know. I already told Heather that when 3.0 comes along, she has full diaper duty. I have no desire to ever change another diaper again unless it's my own. Honest, though. Honest. And there's a whole bunch of red or yellow. Do I know my colors? Orange. Terracotta. Thank you, Dad. Okay. Alright, so if we need orange, yeah, let's just get it. Let's just get it. Or is this technically yellow? That's technically sand is what that is. And it's red, but it looks orange. Anyway, let's not hit ourselves on the cactus. Alright, we don't want that. Red sand. But it's orange, though. Oh, excuse me. Alright. You mentioned black terracotta. You can't find it naturally, but you can craft it. That's what I think I'm going to have to do. That's what I think I'm going to have to do. Since I'm using terracotta as the medium for the build, I think that's just what it's going to have to be. Sweet. Okay. We will do that. But I should be able to dye any color, right? It doesn't have to just be like white.
You've been trolled. You've been trolled. Have a nice day.
Oh no, I got trolled again. Dang. And Susie, you've been saving up for that, haven't you?
This guy gets it.
Love it. Love it. All right, we'll grab this stuff over here. And I really need to work on... You can do one more. Do one on more time. Do one more time. Okay. Well, don't spend all your points in one go. Burb, all right. We'll be here. We'll be here. Crafting our mine. Mining our craft. Okay. Get some regular, and then this we'll just kind of treat as our... Nice! Let's go. Treat this as like our filler. We will need some that's just regular, but we can always turn this whatever color we want. Boop, bop, beep, bop, boop. I also need to figure out how, well, I know how. I just gotta copy that creative world over to the computer when I'm done prototyping things. That way I can light Matica everything and bring it over here. Also, Wolf, is there's a spot close to spawn where we're supposed to put these builds, right? At least I think there is. Or is it just like Halloween builds for the sake of making Halloween builds and keeping it near our base? Either one is fine with me, by the way. Big stone platform. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But don't want to presume. Excuse you, chair? I swear it was my chair. It wasn't me. Just behind the PvP area. Okay. Do. Ooh, pickaxe is getting low. Pickaxe is getting low there, buddy. Repair. There we go. Continue. Do da do ba beep. And all right, so I need regular. We have, I honestly think we have plenty of orange, at least for right now. I'll get a better idea once we light Matica, the creative build. White though, white is going to be an issue because I don't know how much I'm going to need. Like, not even a clue. Get broke. Can craft white too. I figured as much, but if I can get enough here, I'll stick to that. But that's, I figure that's what the regular terracotta is going to be for. Like I said, in the build, there's going to be some use for it just as it is naturally, but I figure that can be like my filler for other stuff. White terracotta. But same with the black SG. There's no black natural terracotta that forms, so I'm gonna have to dye it. No, it just looks more like a cream than a white because terracotta is a bit odd. Okay, but it's going to get used alongside bone blocks, so like it's fine. It doesn't have to be like white. Just like how cyan is based. What? Where I missed that memo. Cyan is basically black. I mean, okay. But also, look at cyan terracotta. Okay. I don't think there's any here. But I'll take a look at it when I load up creative. White terracotta looks more like a pink flesh color. Ooh, hello. Nope. Nope. Come here. Alright, so here. Come here. Is that more over there? Disclaimer, I am colorblind. I always figured cyan terracotta was more along grayscale, but I wouldn't call it black. Okay. I've just never heard of cyan anything being close to black, so... Not doubting anyone, just kind of like... Well, I guess I am technically doubting you. Alright, I'm a liar. Sorry. I'm sorry. True, true. Terracotta's more like a pastel type thing. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Where are we at? Alright, we'll get the rest of this. Hello. Am I taking hits? No, I'm not. Okay. Doo-doo. Sweet. Alright, we are too shy of another full stack, so let's dig that up. And... cool. Alright, brown? Let's get brown. Wait, what are you? Light gray? We could use some light gray. We could use some light gray. We'll get a stack. Get ourselves a stack. Come on, baby. Get ourselves a stack. Boop. Although light gray really didn't come up in the design for this, but I'm sure we can work it in somewhere. Do-do-do-do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Alright, let's go get some brown. Time is it? 11. Almost 11. Alright. Alright. Almost. Almost. I thought that was the last stack, but nope. Alright, we got one more to work on. And then we can go home. Almost. One, two, three, four. Oh, actually, I didn't need to do that. So that was there. So let's do that. Grab this. Sweet. We can do... No, we're not going to do this by foot. I was going to try to say that we could do this by foot, but we're not going to do that. All right. Let's go to spawn. Oh. I think it's over here. Let's go take a look. See what we can see. Spoopy. Aw, somebody's already got something going. There's a couple things going. Sweet. Cool. Oh, we got a little witch house. Neat, neat. The witch house is yours? Cool. I just realized your base was loaded in there, but that's Distant Horizons doing its thing. Witch house, cool. Floaty pumpkins. Floaty candles, I love it. I love the moss blocks. I like the band around the hat. Very nice. Sweet. Very spooky. I love it. Ooh. And one of those boys? Nice. Aw, dried cast. Poor dried cast. I love it, though. I love it. It's so cool. So cool. Good work, dude. Good work. Alright, let's go home. Oh, wait. There's this one. I didn't look at this one. Drac did the interior. I hate it. Same. I'm pretty trash when it comes to interiors myself, so I hear you on that. Oh, but you can't get in there. It's a mystery. All we need now is an actual... Yeah. Yes, we do. Alright, cool though. I love it. I love it. Also, there's a... Is that my pillar that I made? I made a pillar out here somewhere in this little ice field. It should be the one that I made because I came this way and all my beacons are over here. And I made a post about it in the Discord, but Moist died out here and his head was floating along with his gravestone. That's not the pillar that I made. No, that's something else, but there's a sign on it. What's it say? Biome claimed by wolf. Okay. Right. Oh, someone's house. Drac in Sarah's library. Aw. Okay, it's not open. We won't bother. We won't bother it. Okay. Boing. Sweet. All right, let's go home. Oh, nope. I have my bed. Alright. I'm not going to have enough room in there for all of this. So, here's what we're going to do. Ding, 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 ding. I hate using this, but... Oh, I can't. I can't because I don't have any open space. Alright, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's get the drops out of here too. Drops, scoot, and... that might be enough. So all the white. Put these down here. Gray. Brown, brown, brown. Orange, yellow, 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 maybe. Regular terracotta. I've still only got enough room for those. L'orange. Regular. Yellow. Alright. We gotta get another... Alright. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Bone blocks. Alright, let's compare some bone blocks real quick to the white terracotta. So we'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do 1, 2. Okay, So the bone, I mean, I think this could still pass for bone. Even though this is like more, this would be like more of a bleached bit of bone. Here, let's do this. Because ultimately, they're not going to be, like the marrow part of the bone is not going to be exposed. Huh. What do we think? What do we think? I think it like as the core. Like the core for like the skeletal parts. I guess we can use the white and then like wrap it with the bone. Or I can try to like scatter this throughout the length of stuff that I'm doing with the bone block. Just to like not make it so uniform. I don't know. I was trying to think of something else similar to bone block that would work along with it. Huh. Huh. White concrete? Okay. I don't have any of that, but that would work. That would work. Stripped pale oak logs? Easy enough to test because, hey, look at that. Quartz. Quartz is a lot more expensive than I have. I have not yet been to the Nether. But yes, quartz could work. Snow blocks. True. Well, then I guess I'm just going to use all this terracotta building my house. After our juice convo, I finally made coffee. It's Friday, so I made a whole fresh... Nice! Dude, I haven't had French press. I haven't had French press in a good long while, and I miss it. It's really, really good. Rather than putting off all caffeine, I try to delay it so I don't depend on it to wake up. I get you. I get that. I find that if I don't have at least some in the mornings, I wind up with a headache. And that's no fun for anybody. Alright, we're going to do a little test with this. And then I got to pack it up. So is anybody live right now that we can raid in just a couple minutes? Alright, let's take this back there. Actually, it did... That's birch, not... Oh, not pale oak. You're right. You're right. Can't take me anywhere. Can't take me anywhere. Guessing it's caffeine withdrawals? Yeah. That'll happen. Figure birch is also, but it's still going to be a little too yellow, is what I'm thinking. Like too warm of a color. Nope. I know how to get up to my base. All right. Or rather, Is it because I'm holding that? Yeah. So this to that, no, still too warm. Still too warm. That's better. Honestly, that's better. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Bone block, pale oak, bone block, white terracotta, birch. I actually think the pale oak is a better look than the white terracotta. As like a bone substitute kind of like fill-in thing. I think it's a better look. But you guys tell me. Birch for cherry? What do you mean birch for cherry? So ultimately what this is going to be is like part of a skeletal build. So the bone blocks definitely, but like I don't think I'm ever going to have enough to make it, so I need something that will complement that. I need something that will complement the bone blocks. And I think the stripped pale oak is going to be the best bet. But cherry, I don't think I have cherry. No Tango cherry. Pale oak is a shout. What's that mean? And I don't think cherry's I don't think cherry's the right answer, because it's going to be cherry's going to fall more in line with the white terracotta. It's going to be closer to this than it is to this. Pale, okay. Sorry, I'm not down with the slang. So let's put it here. So stripped oak, bone, and pale oak. I think this looks better. I think you need to not be on the platform, sir. No. Not necessarily a gradient. I mean, I want some level of gradient, but like it needs to be able to fit with the bone blocks as far as like bone color, skeletal kind of thing. I'm not really going for the pinks. And this, even though it's white terracotta, it's still too pink for what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, I mean, I could still put like a little bit in there to make it seem like there's still like a little bit of like, you know, blood on it, indicating that it's like still pink, it's still fresh, but some parts are like really bleached, some parts are only kind of bleached, you know? Maybe like this around like the joint structures. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is not going to work. This is too... It's too warm. I don't know what other word to use for it. But I think as far as like going with a slight subtle pinkness, this works. But cherry would be too pink. Alright. Alright. I think we got a plan. I don't know how good of a plan it's going to be, but it's a plan. So let's throw this stuff up there. Let's get this back out here and let's plant some of these. White shulker box if it wasn't so expensive, yeah. Same with calcite. Yeah, I'd have to go find a mountain for that. I think. Alright, so I can really only grow 3 right now. So I should have some more over by my old dirt hut. So I'll go mine those up off stream and then start my little forest over here. And then chop them down one by one. Alright, that's going to do it for me. Brown terracotta here. Alright, that's going to do it for me. We got to disconnect. Yeah, man, no worries. I'm happy you were here. Thanks for hanging out. You make a dad smile. But let's see who's live. And let's see what we can do. Same, man. Great Friday to everybody. Thank you again for being here. Alright, so who am I following? SG is showing that you're live. You guys want to go hang out with SG for a little bit? Let's go hang with SG. SG is not underwater, or no, you're just doing some stuff with a whole lot of prismarine, it looks like. So yeah, we'll check you out. I think that, I don't know what it is, but we'll check out SG. So strap in, everybody. Strap in, strap on, whatever it is you need to do. But we're going to go hang out with him. I hope you guys all have a great Friday. I may be back over the weekend with the kids. If I am, we're probably going to be in a Bedrock Realm. So hopefully you're here for that. But until next time, stay safe. Don't touch that thermostat. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.